What's up, everybody? Yes, another unboxing because the M4 Mac lineup, they're coming fast and furious. So what do we have here? The new 14-inch M4 MacBook Pro and the new 16-inch M4 MacBook Pro. And yes, they come in different flavors, M4, M4 Pro, M4 Max. So let's open up the 14-inch first, take a look at it, talk about it, and then we'll go to the 16-inch. But I'll slide this guy, I'm just gonna put this down here, right? We gotta give each of them their own time to shine. So we have here the box, right? Let's look at the design here. Again, the graphic here is the same as last year's M3. People got a little confused, like in the leaks, that's not real, but look, this is the real deal. So we have this nice box. I'm gonna put this down here, and we know what time it is, right? It's time to break the seal. Okay, here we go. Woo! That sounded nice. Let's get another juicy one. Oh, satisfying every time, every time. All right, so here we have it. The M4 based 14-inch MacBook Pro. Let's reveal here. And it's covered in paper because it almost always is. Of course. All right, let's take this out here. Oh yeah. Shall we do this? Let's just. You get like, yay, goosebumps. Oh, it's almost slid out of my hand. But here we go. Take off the paper. MacBook Pro engraved here, and this is the 14-inch MacBook Pro in space black. Now remember, in the previous generations, they never made this an option. There was only silver and space gray. Apple this year in 2024 eliminates the space gray color option, and now it comes in silver or this nice fancy schmancy space black. It also has the fingerprint reduction. You can still get some, depending how greasy your fingers are, you still can get on it. But here we go. This is the 14-inch. All right, now let's take a look at here. From a design-wise, this is exactly the same as what we've seen before. The main improvement and difference is, let's open this and see if we got what we got. Oh, maybe I should face it the right way. This is a real unboxing, y'all. All right, open it up. Ooh, it turns on, it starts. Take off the paper, and I don't know if you can see this at home, but ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna try and give you this. You can just tell it's diffused there. This is a nano-textured M4 MacBook Pro, okay? When I try and have the lights hit it, it's, right, diffused, it's dulled out. And I'm gonna tell you, this year really feels like the year of not only the M4, but Apple is nano-texturing all the things, and it looks really nice. I know that when you have that nano texture, maybe the blacks are just subtly not as inky, but from a functionality standpoint, when you're going out on the go, this is gonna be key. This is gonna be huge when you're working outside in the sun. And also we know that this display improved for SDR content, 1000 nits brightness. Before it was 600. Well, guess what? That's a huge big deal because outside you need that extra brightness when it's really bright. So this is now standard 1000 nits SDR content, and then up to 1600 nits for HDR content. Love that. We also have here, I'm gonna show you, right? We also have, yes, the infamous notch, whether you love it or not, right up here. This is gonna be a new 12 megapixel center stage camera on the MacBook Pro. This is whether it's 14 or 16 inch, all right? We've got that, but this is glorious. Again, no major redesigns here, but you can get this configured in with a base model entry point with just a standard M4, so that's a 10-core CPU, 10-core GPU. What is different here is there are now 2 Thunderbolt 4 ports here, try and show it up here, and then 1 Thunderbolt port here, and that allows you to connect up to 2 displays and use this singular display all at once. Remember, the 14-inch in the past only had 2 Thunderbolt ports. This one now has 3 total. So those are the biggest differences. The 14-inch starts at $1,599, goes up depending on how you configure it. But again, you can go all the way up to M4, M4 Pro, M4 Max configurations. All right, so there you go. 14-inch, very nice. Just a couple other things in the box. Nothing surprising here. We have the MagSafe power cable with the threaded material. Plugs in USB-C on one end, and then it also space black, matching the space black of the M4 MacBook Pro. Is there? I always spit on these things. You're disgusting, Brian. Maybe I'm drooling, I don't know. Okay, and then over here, we have the power adapter here. This is great as well. And the manuals, let me just check. I don't think we're gonna get stickers. I always get optimistic. Oh, We don't have stickers, but guess what? We have an ever so valuable polishing cloth. Yeah! We need that to polish off my spit on this thing. You're so dirty. Okay, so there you go. That is the M4 MacBook Pro. Dig it, dig it. Okay, let's go and put this carefully down. Let's bring in, I'm getting my stretches in. Let's bring in our other friend, the new M4 Pro. This is an M4 Pro 16-inch MacBook Pro. These are both provided by Apple for the purpose of reviewing and unboxing these. These will go right back to them. Just want to throw that out there too, but shall we do this? You know, I'm a 16-inch guy. Let's go tear this guy. Wow. God, I love this job. Oh. You love it too. Okay, here we go. Let's flip this over. And again, you know what to expect. This time it's just bigger and better because it's 16 inches. Let's take off the paper here, okay? Flip it over. Hear those beautiful sounds. You can smell it, like, ooh, it smells new. There's something special about that, all right? We have the box here. I'm not gonna bore you with it, but yes, again, the same MagSafe and power cable. Yes, power adapter, right? This one's a little bigger for the 16-inch. I'm gonna put this down, and here we go. Let's open this bad boy up. It is gorgeous. 16 inches of goodness. I'm gonna take off the shield here. And again, okay, I'm gonna show you all something really quick just to give you an idea. We're gonna let this machine start up, but this again also has that nano-texture coating. You can see the lights hitting it, but when the reflections hit this, this is not like a harsh, bright light. It is, again, diffused. And so when you're looking at this screen and you're getting all these lights hitting it, it looks really, really, really nice. Okay, let's go here. And as I'm setting up maybe some initial things, hopefully at least we have some visuals here, I'm bringing in the space gray 16-inch MacBook Pro. This is an M1 Max, all right? This is more than capable. I've run so many render tests between the two, but I kind of want to at least give you an idea of, let's see if we can capture this, what the nano texture looks like between these two. So on my right, I have a MacBook Pro with the 16-inch nano texture.
Contains a built-in screen reader called VoiceOver.
It wants to talk to me.
Know how to use VoiceOver.
Okay.
Press Command F.
How about I not listen to you? Okay.
VoiceOver modifier. The VoiceOver modifier.
So over here we have the 16-inch MacBook Pro, the new M4 Pro base model with the nano texture. Over here we have my original M1 Max MacBook Pro. Apple's been comparing them to be like, hey, you might want to upgrade. This is still an absolute beast. But I hope you can see, and this captures some of the reflections that these grab when you have them next to each other. You can see like there's light that just hits this, and that just, it's completely diffused and doesn't show up the same way. I'm just telling you, there's a lot of practicality and functionality that is going to come from this, and I love it. Now, when you talk about, you know, we're gonna have to put these through reviews and render tests, but the new M4 16-inch MacBook Pro, at least when we talk about, okay, if you talk about a standard M4 that's a 10-core CPU, 10-core GPU, then the M4 Pro can go up to a 14-core CPU and a 20-core GPU, and then the M4 Max can go up to a 16-core CPU and 40-core GPU. This thing is going to be an absolute monster. But also when I've been, you know, exporting videos and whatnot, it's literally less than 10 seconds difference between my M1 Max and the M3 Max. So I'm really curious to see, you know, how much that extra GPU, that extra up to 3 nanometer technology, second generation 3 nanometer technology makes this more efficient. We know that this device itself, this is up to 24 hours of battery life as well. So the key things, upgrades, right, they are incremental. The body and the form factor stays exactly the same. The ports here, right, are Thunderbolt 5 for faster speeds, but you got the M4 chip inside, the Nano-Texture Display, and then the 24-hour battery life. I think that's really what's gonna make the biggest difference in your experience with this. Now, the starting price of the 16-inch MacBook Pro for a M4 Pro model, that's $2,499. That's what it's always been, and you can go up and up and up. I think I maxed out one with the highest level M4 Max, highest unified memory at 128 gigs, and then an 8 terabyte drive. Yeah, the storage on here is really expensive, but I think it was like over $7,000. I'm not saying that that's what people are getting, but you can configure something like this to that level, and this is a workhorse, this is a beast, Apple made their silicon so good that it's sometimes hard for me to say, like, look, a computer should last years, and my M1 Max is still doing just fine. So I'm just gonna test this out and see, you know, where it lands. Is it compelling enough for me to upgrade? It's gonna have to be more than the Nano-Texture Display. I absolutely love Nano-Texture on this, but you know, if I'm gonna drop something like $5,000, it's gotta give me some real significant performance gains for my use. Maybe 3D visual effects artists, they're gonna see a lot more because of that GPU, but for me, so far it's only been seconds. But you know, if you're in the market for this, if you own an Intel MacBook Pro, now is a great time to upgrade. If you own an M1, I'm not saying an M1 Max, but maybe the M1 series devices, this might be a time you consider, but ultimately upgrade within your budget when you absolutely need to, and don't feel any pressure from anyone. But there you go, a first look, and hold on, before, we gotta hold them both together. I can do it, yeah, there we go. A first look and unboxing of the new M4 MacBook Pro 14-inch and M4 Mac or M4 Pro, M4 Max, whatever configuration you want, 6-inch MacBook Pro. But we'll have plenty more here on the channel, reviews galore. Can't wait to test these out because I got a whole lot of work ahead of me.